Austin Idol, we got the record for the most people at that time. Ron Fuller said they ever drew in Montgomery, Alabama. That's what I was talking about.
Okay, go on
So
with
I
that.
worked with Idol for 10 weeks. And then when I went into Atlanta for Ole Anderson, when we was championship wrestling from Georgia, when Vince McMahon had bought him out, and we had that shitty time slot, and I was one of the Hollywood Blondes, the national tag team champions with Ted Oates. They had the first uh, Hollywood Blondes of Jerry Brown and Buddy Roberts. The second one was me and Ted Oates, and the third one was Brian Pillman with Steve Austin. So there's been 3 Hollywood Blondes there.
Okay, I got to stop you. I'm confused here. So is this off the Austin Idol thing?
Yeah, this is.
I wanted a
different.
little more detail on the Austin Idol run. Do you have any more detail? You said it was.
Well, I worked a lot.
Where was it at?
Well, that was Southeastern Wrestling. So that was it'd be like Dothan and Birmingham and Montgomery and Pensacola and Mobile, Alabama. Them was your weekly towns.
Okay, who was booking?
Ron Fuller.
Fuller was booking.
Ron Fuller.
And then you and Idol had a feud, and it was like
about 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Now, wasn't that the one that there was like a loser leave town, but then they did it twice, or
was
that not that one?
Yeah, that
would be a good.
Yeah,
thing.
we was drawn so good. Fuller had me come back for 2 more weeks, and he said, I said, well, we just had it. He goes, no, we're going to have a special stipulation. So we had the special stipulation and did great business for 2 more weeks in all the clubs.
And you think it was just because of you and Austin Idol mainly?
Yeah, it was on fire.
Okay.
It was a summer territory, and it was the end of the summer. So it was. No, you're going to draw the most in. That's like in Gagne's territory, the AWA. That was a winter territory. The weather was so bad the whole years because it was like Minneapolis, Milwaukee, and in the north that you would. Once there was good weather, you didn't want to go to wrestling. You wanted to go out in the boat and the lakes and stuff because you didn't have good weather that much.
All right, let's focus, Rip.
Okay, I'm focusing.
Let's focus. Okay, so
what?
Well, I'm trying to get this Austin Idol thing, and you go into the
you
go into the Hollywood Blondes.
Well, while I
get back to Austin Idol, and then you go into the winter time. Wanting to do.
Well, okay, first
so we got that done. Now let's go. Now you could go into your NWA run as the Hollywood Blondes with the national tag team champions. We're just trying to do one segment at a time here. So all I'm trying to ask here.
Well, a while ago was do 2 or 3 territories in a limited amount of
Well, there's no time limit. We're on live.
No time limit, no disqualification or nothing, huh?
There's no time limit.
Okay,
so now the NWA.
Well, the NWA would consist of like I wrestled the Tampa territory, yes. It'd be like I worked for Don Owens in Portland and Vancouver. Yes. I worked for Stu Hart's in Calgary. Yes. I worked 4 tours for Emile Dupre in the Maritimes, and I was usually the champion there. And all the guys wanted to work with me because I could have a match with anybody, and you can get in and get out and not get hurt.
Okay, let's go on into Adrian Street.
Okay.
You had a lot of feuds with Adrian Street.
Well, I had a 6-month feud with Adrian Street.
Where was that at?
That was in Continental, which was basically southeastern from all the way down to the Gulf Coast, but we went all the way up to Knoxville. We added some more TV markets. So I worked with Adrian. I worked with him from probably the second weekend. It was so good. Fuller, he just kept going. And I told him, as the feud was getting over with, I told Fuller I was leaving because I couldn't follow it. It was just so good because I had Brenda as my valet and he had Linda as his valet, and we just meshed in the place. And we never got in the ring with prearranged bullshit. We just fed off each other because I was a veteran by then, but Adrian he'd been wrestling since he was a teenager, and he was way older than me. So he was just so great. He knew everything, and he'd been such a hated heel. So when they turned him babyface, they loved him because they used to hate him.
Okay, so were you guys like in main events and stuff at that time?
We was either main event or semi-main event every night.
Were any of those ever for like the title?
Well, we'd always fight over the Southeastern title, and as a heel, Adrian's big thing was he spray painted it pink.
Oh yeah.
as a heel. So we was always fighting over the pink belt.
All right. There you go. That was good.
Okay.
Anywhere else that you would like to mention?
Well, we just had the only place I worked underneath was for Bill Watts in Mid-South, and my hair was dark, and he paid me above the pay I should be getting because he knew I was good. And like he would send me out to do TVs for Fritz von Erich. Like I'd work in Dallas and Fort Worth, and Bill Watts paid me more than I was making more with Bill Watts underneath, and I didn't have to worry about drawing, worry about gaffing or anything like that, and the money was there, and it was just a great time. I worked for Wahoo in Tampa. And did real well there working for Wahoo. But I left there because they had a big match down in Miami when they was bringing Crockett was on TBS then. So we would do the super shows together. And it was the thing where Dusty was doing the finish. So everybody had blood except me and Bugsy McGraw, because I gave him a comedy match. And if you've seen blood for how many matches in a row, you're sick of it. So we just stole the show. So the next time I was wrestling I got my booking sheet. I said, Chief, I'm not in Miami. He goes, that wasn't me. That was Dusty. I said, that fat, jealous motherfucker. Fuck him. And I said, I'm leaving, Chief. He said, what? I said, I'm leaving. He says, you can't leave. I said, the hell I can't. You walked on 6 in a row. He said, please stay. I will pay you and just take the day off. I'll meet you in Key West the next day. I said, no, Chief, I'll be on my way back to fucking Seymour, Indiana within 2 hours. And that's what I did. Was that stupid? Yes. But no, excuse me for being good and for getting punished because of somebody's ego. How's that?
Well,
are we reaching too much into this shit now?
No, I just want to know places you're on top and being on top and
the only
we know that.
Okay, the only place I worked underneath was
I know you covered that.
Was
you
Bill
just
Watts.
Told us how,
The rest of the stuff. Now, when I went to Atlanta the second time,
I think that's what a lot of people that comment on stuff refer to, because they only see on the WCW stuff.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, who is this guy? Like he loses every match." That's what we review on here. I just wanted to know. Give me a territory where you were like basically on top, drew money, so to speak, main event, whatever.
Yeah,
who it was with, who the promoter was with.
That's I was going to. Well, I was the booker in Puerto Rico. I was the booker.
Not you getting pissed off at or Dusty Rhodes sitting you or whatever. Like,
yeah, I got pissed off. Fuck him.
I know,
but what?
Nothing. We got to cover it.
No, I was the booker in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't need to have the top belts because I didn't need them. I knew how to get over. Somebody didn't have much experience. They didn't. No, I'll make you the champion, and people will respect you more. I didn't need the help. They did. But I was a partner with Randy, Lanny, Angelo, Ronnie Garvin, Bob Roop, and Bob Orton Jr. in ICW. Yeah. I was a business partner with Danny Davis for 20 years at OVW. So I did shit people in this business dreamed about. And you say, well, how can you teach? Oh, fuck you. Fucking marks. Don't know fuck all about anything. Open your goddamn fucking mouths. Shut the fuck up. That'd be like me getting on some pro basketball coach that he don't know nothing because I played sandlot basketball outside of Seymour at Geyser fucking Park. Just shut the fuck up. God damn.
There we go.
How's that?
Big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap, and when it